Hello and welcome back to our second long form video of the channel of the Kingdom series. Today I'm going to be focusing on expanding the roadway system and starting construction on the downtown area. So also we're going to be finishing the first suburban complex. At the moment there isn't really much else I want to do. We have our first few villagers, but I just spawned them in for commercial zone. I'm also planning to furnish this commercial area. So first we're gonna get working on the road system in the downtown, and I kind of have a plan right now. So we'll see how it turns out after I build these roads and see where we could put our buildings. What? Alright, so I finally finished the road layout. Well, basically the places where I'm going to make the roads. I still have to make the roads, and when I'm done, it's gonna look awesome. And we could start making plots and spaces that we can fill in. And we are finally done with the road system. I also made a little bridge crossing over the river. We're gonna also have to name this river in the future. So this is basically gonna be the road system for the downtown. I might add a few extra roads stemming out from there. So now we're gonna get working on the suburb area, and at the end I might finish the downtown, and then we're finally going to make our government building and establish our country's flag and name. All right. So I was in the middle of copying and pasting all the buildings, and I ran into an error where it didn't paste the floor incorrectly. So I was fixing a few of the houses, but most of them just have grass floors. So I'm going to do this part off recording, and then also here, this happened too. So I'm gonna fix everything, and then I'll come back. And I finally finished the floors of all the houses and the interiors because the chests and the bed were missing when I copied them. I also added just a few more houses over here, and I filled the rest in with some trees and added some more greenery, so that should make it nicer. Over here, I cleared out some land with the tool, and we're gonna use this to make another suburbs, but the houses are gonna be much smaller. It's just gonna be a small little neighborhood that we're gonna have in our kingdom over here, and it's gonna be right outside the downtown. So right here, the buildings are gonna start to get bigger and stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be the downtown of one of our major cities, and I'm planning for our capital to be somewhere a little further from everything because Patrick's capital is very close to our kingdom. I want to like expand in this area mainly, and also do like something on the mountain. Maybe we could expand it for mining, but I want my capital to be in this water area, not underwater, just around here. It's a very defensible area we could build, and yeah, mostly just anywhere we could clear out. Birch trees are very easy to clear out, so that is actually a pretty good place where we could potentially have it. But this is probably going to be one of my major cities. So I'm gonna start working on this neighborhood. I'm gonna add the roads a little, and it's just gonna be a smaller neighborhood. So I'm gonna finish the sidewalk over here, and then I'm gonna add our first villagers to the suburb, and also furnish the commercial zones. And then finally, we're going to make our capital building, or at least our first government building, because we might move our capital city. So yep, I'm gonna start the neighborhood. And I am finally finished with this tiny neighborhood over here. It's kind of medium, whatever. All the houses look the same, and I have to fix a few things, but it's pretty nice inside. Next up, I am going to add villagers to each of these houses, so we could actually populate our village. And then they're going to need to know where they live in case someone asks them where they live. We're gonna add some street names, and once this is all done, we're gonna work on the commercial zone over there near downtown, and then finally make our identity and government name and country name. So far, his little town has developed into a bigger town. He's finished a few buildings over here. It's starting to come along pretty well for him. Let's see what his sister has done so far. Still a very nice border, and seems there's something new over here. What could this be? This seems to be okay. I don't know. We're gonna go back. What's so funny, Patrick? Okay. We're gonna go back and see. Oh no. And we're gonna start expanding our commercial zone. So there was the little update on the realm. Both of the other kingdoms are doing pretty well, and now we're going to begin expanding our city area. Let's go! And I am finally finished with my first few buildings. Obviously, I have way more to go, but I wanted to stop here because I am planning to make my first government building over here, which is one we're going to establish our flag and country name. So, Patrick is still working on his stuff over there, and I'm going to start creating like a wherever. Also, I have to decide our ideology for our kingdom. So once I establish our flag and country name and our country's identity, then I'll come back to this. And it is finally time to establish our country's flag and identity. So I am going to get a loom, and for this server, the colors that I'm going for my flag, I think it's going to be so white for the dense birch forests. Then it's gonna be like red, I guess, for our industries, and then gray for the mountains. So white, red, gray. White, red, gray. That should actually be a pretty nice flag. And do the rhyme circle. So, oh yeah, that actually looks like a pretty good flag. So, that's actually a really nice flag. So that's gonna, for now, unless I decide to change it for some reason later, it's going to be our official flag. Just gonna set it up around here. Also, I'll add it later to my other buildings. And I have to put this up here with wool, so I'm gonna need, that looks absolutely horrible. That is horrible. I have to redo this. So I kind of fixed it, made it look more like the wind is blowing, which is what I wanted to go for in the first place. I just completely forgot about that. And it looks way better in a 3x5 blocks. So I think I'm gonna keep it like this, and right now the Capitol building looks horrible. Well, it's not really the Capitol building, just for now it's the government building, the only one I have, because I'm planning for my Capitol to be around there. So this actually looks pretty nice, and I'm gonna be adding more buildings around it. So now we have to give our country a name. So I'm going to think of a name. The name of Federasia. This country, Federasia. This Patrick, stop. This country it's going to be the greatest country in the realm. Mark my words. We are going to dominate. The kingdom of Federasia is now established on day 133. We have Federasia. So this is a big accomplishment. I don't like this building right now, but we are going to have a better one. We might demolish it later. Just saying, I don't like it that much. And now I'm just gonna finish the street names, and then that should be it for the video. We won't have that much left. So yeah, let's go. And I am finally finished with the road names. This is the most important road of the kingdom. I named it Immortal Road. I also made a few other road names. Only the important roads, Kelp Street. This is Farmstead Road, Backboard Lane. Like, for example, this road over here, not that important. This is the entry to the neighborhood, so it's Tuscan Way. But yeah, so I named a few of the roads so far. None of them over here yet. They're mostly streets, as is city and avenues. So that's all that we're gonna have for today. So this is episode 2 of the Kingdom series. I hope to expand greatly in the next episode. And so yeah, we now have the Kingdom of Federasia and also our flag. So that's pretty nice. So in the next video, I'm planning to expand the downtown area. Obviously, I didn't do that much today. And possibly start the farms constructions, and possibly expand over here, the industrial zone, and utilize this mountain for something actually useful. So yeah, this is the second video of the series, so I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.